Welcome back to the Metal Ben Mobile. And we got a Metal Ben reaction coming up for you all here on Metal Ben's Chronicles. And yes, this is a subscriber request for Mr. Chris Knott. And he wanted me to do a reaction video to Haunt-Flashback, which is their fourth studio album, but we're going to react to the title track right now. So here we go. And that right there was Flashback on their 4th full-length studio album called Flashback, also released on Metal Church Recordings. Now I believe that's Haunt's own label. Yes, the other records were put out on Shadow Kingdom Records, the first 3 albums, which I do have. You know, you got Burst Into Flames, you know, If Icarus Could Fly, I just showed these recently, and of course, you know, Mind Freeze, which came out back in January, or was it February? It might have been February of earlier here in 2020, and Flashback came out back in July. I do have it on mail order. I'm hoping it's here by the end of the week, you know, maybe early next week at the latest. I ordered it off of Bandcamp, and I ordered the 2 EPs they put out also. Interesting band. I mean, yeah, very consistent too. I mean, they're constantly putting out releases, which is really cool. Similar to how bands did it back in the 70s. Because back in the 70s, a lot of bands would put out 2 albums a year, sometimes even 3 albums out a year, you know? So it's really cool to have that consistency within this band, you know what I mean? But as far as the track goes, Flashback, let's talk about it real quick. If you're into Dawkins, you know, or any band like that, or Wasp, you know, you're definitely gonna like Haunt. That's kind of the vibe I get here, like old school Dawkins, maybe some Wasp, you know, when it comes to this track. It's got just old school heavy metal riffs, maybe some early Ozzy Osbourne to throw in for measure. That's kind of the vibe I get. You get a catchy melodic chorus, excellent lead guitar playing, you know, throughout this track. Just a simple mid-paced track, but it did get my head bopping. I was really into it. I can't wait to hear the rest of this album once I get it. I have not listened to this album yet in its entirety, so it's going to be interesting. Now, before I leave, let's talk about the lineup quick. Yes, of course, you got the main man, Trevor William Church, vocals and guitars, who created Haunt. You know, let's see, you got Daniel Woofy Wilson on drums and backup vocals. You got Taylor Hallman on bass. And you got John Tucker on lead guitars and Vox vocals. Yep, that's your lineup. Really, really great band, man. I really enjoy Haunt. This is probably one of my newer favorite bands, to be honest. And it's good that a band like this is getting the recognition they deserve. You know, it's good people are talking about this band because they're an excellent band. Now, they got an album coming out in January too already, but I think it's a re-recording of the two EPs, you know, and it's going to be called Triumph. I'll definitely be getting that, you know, and I'm sure we'll get another studio album real quick by this band because it seems like this band don't waste much time when it comes to putting out new music. Anyways, that is my reaction for Haunt. Keep it metal, stay true, and stay tuned for some more reactions here on Metal Ben's Chronicles. Got a few other requests to do. I'm going to try to dish out another one tonight. I'm going to try to get the other 2 done possibly tomorrow. Alright guys, keep it metal.